welcome back to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
Over the past few weeks, we've been catching up with the...
Up next, it's the 2K Sports pregame show. It's an exciting Sunday night edition. D.A. He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Jazz. Right now, they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And, of course, Minnesota, 6 games out.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
It just feels like they're sputtering right now. Every time you think they've turned the corner, they really haven't.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got J.J. Redick, Rodney Hood out there with McDermott. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Curry in at the 1. And for the Jazz, Grant is out there with Paul George. And there's Kemba Walker. Then there's Smart, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And a wide open look for Hood, misses the wing J. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Utah. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
Curry can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Walker. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Count it. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
Here's Smart, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Right side to Walker. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Walker.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
Now here's Smart. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Memphis.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
Smart with the ball, covered by Redick. Nice shot by Smart.
I'll tell you, that's really an improving jumper right there from Marcus Smart. The form is really starting to take shape.
And Doris with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of it.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Smart passes to Jordan. And Walker kicks to Smart. Outside for George. For Hood. George, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Passes it to Redick. Curry on the wing. Three-pointer. Walker with some nice D. And Walker's got the ball here for the Jazz. They trail by 1. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
A good close contest so far. As we Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court for Minnesota, Curry is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's McDermott. And it's Bjelica in at the center. Outside, Smart. The pass to Jordan. Here's the teardrop. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Jordan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry dishes to Hood. Redick surveying the D. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The focus, the precision. Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity. And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to McDermott. Pass to Hood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for 2. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Take a look at Redick. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Lock at 6. Outside Hood. Over George. Hood can't get it to go.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
.122 left to play in the first half. And Bjelica kicks to Redick. Poke loose. Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now an 8-point Utah lead.
Well, that's a case, Kevin, where Marcus Smart is anticipating that pass. He jumps into the passing lane and uses his terrific speed. That's beautiful.
Curry against Walker. To end the run. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Jazz leading by 8. Smart on the wing. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Walker kicks to George. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here.
Good at staying with his man. Love watching Redick hustle and just make a difference on that end. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
From about 16, Curry's shot is off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so it's Utah with Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end. And that's going to...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Jazz leading by 10. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Kemba Walker is out there with Smart. Then it's Paul George, and it's Grant in at the 4 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Hangs home the trifecta. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Smart against Redick. Shot clock at 6. Comes up empty down low.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And George gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes it to Redick. Bielitsa with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Now McDermott. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the middle. And Smart the bucket on the assist by George.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
George against Hood. Count that one. George has got 10.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And hard to believe that gruesome injury Paul George suffered, what was it, 5 years ago. Wow.
It's incredible, Kevin, to think for a player to come back from what we expected to be a devastating injury. This is an incredible story for Paul George. He took the time he needed, and consider last year, for much of the season, he was very much involved in that MVP conversation.
Walker's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The pass to Hood. Shoots it, and he hits the jump shot.
Not easy to defend the height and size that Rodney Hood brings to the 2-guard position. The rise and fire in the face of pretty good defense.
Jazz passing it around. The 3 from George. Rebounded by McDermott. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Minnesota. 15-point game. From deep 3-point range, the long distance 3 is Barrett. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
On any given night, you understand that Steph Curry is a threat to go off, and it doesn't ever become less enjoyable to watch. How about that, Kevin?
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. From deep. The shot misses. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota, McDermott is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Hood in at the small forward position. Bjelica with the bucket.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Smart against Bjelica. Jordan trying to free himself up. It's deflected. They recover it. Here's Smart. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 8 points for Marcus Smart.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Curry. And it goes down 2 points.
Boy, that's a tough finish from Steph Curry. I love that he stays with it through clear contact. That's really nicely done.
Walker against Curry. And it's Walker penetrating and stolen by Bjelica. Outside, Redick. Back to Bjelica. Walker against Curry. And the wide open shot from Redick. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside, Smart. Outside, Walker for 3. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. That one good for 2.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Curry against Walker. From the line. Rebound, Utah. 1:57 left in the 4th. Here's Smart. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. And that one falls for Smart. We've always been wowed by the athleticism in the NBA, but it seems to be becoming even more athletic. And certain guys get it done, Doris, in different ways.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of examples, Kev, of guys who don't have or are not blessed with incredible athleticism, but who have found a way to be successful. Nikola Jokic is a first-team NBA player who plays very much below the rim. And then you look at certain shooters who can affect the game. J.J. Redick, he is impossible to guard because he's one constant stream of movement. So, listen, if you have great skill for your position without athleticism, you can still find a way to have a job in this NBA.
Shots good by Walker.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Curry. Redick trying to get open. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Jazz.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jordan.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
And the dunk by Jordan. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now, here's Walker. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.